Yep, 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 yep. Yeah, you did. What the what? What the what, people? What the what?
Okay, I had to do something, and there it is. So, hey
Got
people,
the
what up? What's going on? What's going on? I'm sorry, it's a bit late. I
yep,
got
yep.
distracted with family bullshit. I mean, it wasn't necessarily bullshit, but it did get me distracted, so I apologize. Uh, I mean, family's family, and you got to do what you got to do, but I had to do it a little bit longer than most. So, we back, we live, we kicking. How's it going?
Got the approval. Got the pre-approval, I should say.
How did I
Just
know you
want
were
you
going to
guys to
jump into
know.
that shit right away? I knew you were going
Got
to do that.
got the
I
pre-approval.
knew you were going to
Just so
do
you
that.
know.
God, you
Got the
could have done
pre-approval.
this.
Just so you guys know, I got the pre-approval.
You could
Came
have
through
done
tonight.
this.
Came through tonight. Got a low. I don't say low, but I got a low interest rate. It's decent.
Nobody
I'm
cares.
happy.
Nobody
I'm
cares.
happy.
What we're trying to do here is we're trying to get into.
Base 500K is coming.
What the hell's going on? Okay, there it is.
So we coming. I'm looking forward to it. Gonna put in an offer and make this thing happen. And we're gonna be home owners yet again. And I appreciate you guys being patient with me. I just knew that it was coming, and it was just things that had to work out and get going. And I mean, I'm now about 45 days out, if that, maybe a little bit, depending on what happens.
Everything he does tries to make it sound like it's a short amount of time, but he can't undo the fact that we've been out 4 fucking months.
But I'm here.
Be 5 months.
I don't know what you're talking. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm here. I ain't gone that long.
Whatever.
I got the camera pack there in the box right there.
So anyway, I keep getting these requests to build Nova. Yeah, I mean, dude, seriously, I know, Robert, I know. Like I said, the family held me back a little bit longer than it was supposed to be. So
I got to pull up.
I was trying to get out of there, and I did, but it took a while. So
I got to pull up this.
You guys keeping up with you? Why in the hell? Wait a minute.
What is going on over here?
Are you see? What?
What?
Is it just me, or does it look like orangey red?
What are you talking about?
It could just be me. Maybe it's just me.
Oops.
It looks funky. But it could just be me. Or maybe it's just me. I don't know. Or maybe it's because the colors are just all up in it. Sorry, I gotta get all the colors. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the color cast is going crazy because the planes were messing with it, weren't they? All those planes are messing with the color cast. That's wild, dude. I didn't know it would do that. So, yeah, I got a bunch of colors here. My bad, people. So, anyway, yeah, there you go. That's more like the color that would be. I didn't expect that to happen. Ain't nobody got time for that. Hey, he gave me that sound clip. I can put that in here.
Did you listen to the other sound clip I sent?
Yeah.
The jet sound?
Yeah. I thought it was cool.
So which one? The first one or the second one?
I didn't get one of them.
It's 2 sounds in one clip.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know they ran together. Oh, well then, I don't know, that other one, the other one sounded pretty cool. I mean, the other one. The second one sounded pretty cool. It's not like neither one of them are bad. I like both of them, but it made me think about getting those sounds.
Two different takeoffs. That's all it was.
Yeah. You prefer to this one, Robert? Because now that I'm looking at it, it looks like it's more bluish, even though this one is blue with some silver piping on it. I put silver on there because I wanted to see how it would. Plus, I was thinking of Mark, and I was like, well, this isn't exactly Carolina blue. That's more like this one is. These all have their colors. But if I'd have put the silver on there with the Carolina blue...
Yeah, that's not Carolina. Oh, that one is.
Yeah, that one was, yeah.
Yeah, that one's not.
Because I got the, let's see, I got the dark blue, I got the Carolina blue, which is, like the gay blue, and then you got the powder puff blue. Actually,
what happened to the open?
There you go. I always knew it was coming, man. I always knew it was coming. I mean, like...
Okay, so...
I thought it was kind of stupid that should have happened in the first place. It's like, why did they have... They spent too much money on it. I mean, basically, why did they have to choose and make it all that it was? I mean, that's our whole problem is, you know where we've came, in the amount of time that we've spent in the past, it's been 20 years now, spending money on the F-22 and now the F-35, you know what I mean? And it's like, they're golden bullets. And these are the kind of planes that we like to talk about with ours that are not attrition planes. You put all the tech on them and then you send them out there, you lose one and it's going to take a hit in the pocket and ain't nobody going to want to lose them. So it's like, why? And then all stupid about like, okay, we wanted the F-22 to replace the F-15 one for one. Didn't happen. Knew it wasn't going to happen. Even now it didn't happen. Now, when they brought out the F-35, we wanted it to be all singing, all dancing. It was going to replace the F-18s, the AV-8s, the F-16s, and the A-10s. And they can't be replaced. So now, again, finding out the hard way, stupid. Instead of like spending all the money and all the industry's power on this one damn golden BB, you could be building this kind, and this kind like we were, and like, divvying it up. I mean, instead of spending that much money on the program, you could have divvied up that money into 3 different programs. But no, you want to do it this way. And now we've screwed all kinds of pooches. I mean, it's not even a spiral we can get back out of, because it's like, you go back out of it, you're wrong. You can't, and you can't just, we're committed to 1,000 plus, it's like, you can't just say like, well, what if we, no, there is no what ifs anymore. Even if you look at the next one, it's like everybody's expecting you to build a better one, and now it's like you're making a step backwards. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. We should never have done it in the first place. We should never have done it in the first place. I mean, it's like they were thinking of space age, whiz bang, singing, all dancing, do it all kind of planes that are stealthy on top of it. And while that's great and all, you really should do like the B-2 and just build about 50 of them. In the meantime, mass produce your cheap ass tank busting, can take a hit birds. You know what I mean? Stupid. But hey, I'm not in charge of the budget, and that's obvious because that's why we don't have 700 A-10s and only 5 F-35s. No, crawling towards our second 100. Right. Sorry, a little bit of a tangent, but Robert started. That's your fault. We ain't never buying Typhoons. We don't believe in that sort of thing. I mean, like, dude, if we're stuck on the point where we believe in. Mark, why'd you go quiet? What are you doing over there?
Sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm working on the sound over here.
Oh. Okay. No, we ain't never going to do that, though, because, I mean, the F-35 has proven we don't believe in dogfighting like that anymore. So, the Typhoon might be the world beater in dogfighting, but that's all it does, really. I don't even think the Typhoon's all that. I mean, granted, it's probably got I've always liked Rafale, but, I mean, I got a soft spot for the French when it comes to those. I mean, yeah, you surrendering bastards, you probably would build something that could just hastily beat a retreat, but still, Rafale is cool. It looks like it took some effort to make that thing. Typhoon looks like somebody forgot a couple things, or like they just cut some corners. It's not. It just looks like it. I never did like it. I didn't like it when it was the EAP. Actually EFA versus EAP. If you remember, I don't know if you guys remember, but like I've been following that program since like 1986. I remember when like French tried to log jam it because they were trying to build their own, which eventually turned into the Mirage 2000. And they created EAP, which was essentially what Rafale is. And in the meantime, Britain and the rest of them went it alone, was trying to go with EFA, which did turn out to be Typhoon. And, like, on paper, EAP was the shit. You know, it was supposed to be a world beater. I mean,
So check that one out.
So was EFA, but a little bit different. You know what I mean? So, oh, you got another one?
Yeah, check that one out.
All right. But anyway, like, I just... That's better. That sounds like an F-16 passing by an afterburner. Yeah, I dig that. That's cool.
But, well, you know exactly what it is.
I can't...
It's the Blue Angels.
Actually, that doesn't sound like a twin engine. That sounds like a single engine.
Yeah, it's two of them taking off.
Oh, dude. What?
I cut it from a video.
Oh, okay.
So I got a plan for that sound.
Typhoon's are alright. I still think Rafale is better.
Got a plan for that sound.
I just, like I said, I just don't like the look of Typhoons, man. It just doesn't... I mean, you ever notice how in plan form it just looks like a bell? And I absolutely hate their canards, dude. I absolutely hate their canards. Rafales and Grippins are much, much better. I'm never going to give it to Grippin because Grippin is in a different league. I mean, it's a great... Don't get me wrong, I'm not dissing them anywhere because I think it's great what they've accomplished. Sweden's got a good program, and Grippin is an all-around amazing fighter. But, however, it's just not... Sweden doesn't need it to be that all, you know, like, all singing, all dancing kind of thing that we have, that everybody else has. So, it is what they need. And it for what it is, it's marvelous. But you still like to compare it with... Again, the Rafales, the F-35s, it's in a different class. Now, the Gripen E, their new one, yeah, a little bit more like it, but still. I think if you need a cheap spot fighter that can, like, you know, at the flick of a switch, it's like a new F-16. If you were comparing it straight up to the F-16, that's more its bailiwick, and, dude, yeah, it's like, it kicks the F-16's ass, even though there's still those one engine, so... There's that. But you know what I mean. Yeah, Mark made a Type 4 too.
What?
I'm just fucking around, dude. What were you... you made a Type 4 of that already? I know, I hate the F-16 too, man. Jeez, I've always hated the F-16.
I can't make a Type 1.
Sure you can. You gotta believe, bro. You gotta believe in yourself and the power that is within you. Oh my god, that sounds so cheesy. I completed my inventory. I haven't done all the full retirements yet, but I did complete my inventory. So now I am up to date on my sheets. I wanted to get it done by the end of February, and I did. As you see, it's all ran down the list. I'm good. I'm hype. I'm happy. It's happening. But the only two blanks there are the ones that are experimental. I don't really care if they're on there. So, did a pretty good job. I can't tell you. I haven't not crossed 700 phases yet. I'm still short. But I did learn that I just recently crossed 100 Nova. I don't know. I actually don't know which one's 100 and which one's 101. But I do, or excuse me, 99. But I do have number 100. Isn't that amazing? I mean,
no.
the phases, like, okay, let's take one that's a little bit closer. Phase 2, or Phase 3, okay, because it's still active. Like, I haven't made it to 700 yet, and the Nova, which is about that old, is only making it to number 100.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when the plane sucks on you so bad that you, like, just, like, go on hiatus for about a decade, and you stop building it. If that plane wouldn't suck so hard, I would have probably built more of them. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Nova Design Team. You guys suck. Team Triangle did better than you. Oh!
Yeah. Paves the way for new generations to come.
That's right. That's right. And I mean, it's true because I don't barely build Nova the way I originally did anymore because the original Novas are the ones I don't like that much. It's the reason why the damn thing. Well, I can't say that either. The very original, like the first block, 1 through 12, and I do remember this. 1 through 12 were good, and then I got in this rut from basically from 12 through, I want to say 28, when I built the next block. They sucked, and that's what killed it. Like, even in the 30s and 40s, and to a lesser extent the 50s, I started building these crappier birds, and like, oh, to hell with this. It wasn't until recent that they came back. Sometimes you got to do shit like that. You got to just experiment with the materials. When you consider that your tech might literally just be changing the material that the plane is made out of. Right? I mean, seriously, Diablo is a great case of that because it's single papered. But if you build it out of, what did you said it was the remains of Phantom Lightning, so it was just like a regular Xerox paper, copy paper, right?
Yeah.
So you imagine doing it out of, like Robert's saying, cardstock or even like some Dodge paper. I mean, you're talking, the damn thing is like, it's a whole new brand of bird.
Which is why I like Ekron.
Why? Wait a minute. What do you mean?
Because that plane, I'm telling you, I got something with that one. I'm going to show you when I move. You guys are in for a video galore when I move. I'm telling you.
We were expecting that now, homie. What the?
No. What had happened was, I don't want Chad to blow up. I don't want you. No, Chad. No. I know our millions and millions of pack fans, whatever.
No, let's go, pack fans. What's up, OAE? Cardstock is the way to go. Okay, hey, wait a minute. Let me get this out there right now before I'm saying it. Cobra with the smaller fuselage is in that box. I've actually flown Cobra with the smaller fuselage outside. Don't give me that crap just because you didn't see it. I wasn't showing you everything. That was not meant to see, like, every single plane in my inventory, okay? I'm just showing you the boxes and what was hanging and what I needed to reduce the numbers. All of you guys' planes that are in there, like you built them or I built yours or whatever, I'm not taking them out yet. I've got a few more I got to build. But, I mean, you got to cut me some slack. I got some of my own to build, and I'm still advancing my materials here. So, you know. But Cobra is in there. Like, I think I did it actually with Cobra and your original Warhawk, as a matter of fact. Because I found that one, too. I had lost that one, but that was because it got wing warped, and I put it between some books. I didn't remember which book I put it between to give it some to straighten it back out. I refound that one after reading through a book. Found it in there, took it back out, and then realized I cut the smaller, or not cut, but you know what I mean. I made the fold. It's also got a short fuselage now. Although technically I should just build two of them so I can have one without and one with.
What in the hell are you talking about?
Well, because, no, he made a comment on the video I put of the Sill Factory, the rundown that I did the other day.
Oh, yeah.
And it was showing, like, it's like there wasn't even anything visible. It was just because, like, some of y'all's planes, some of my, well, hell, a lot of my planes, some of y'all's, but a lot of mine are still in those boxes. I didn't open up every shoebox. Like I said, I wasn't showcasing everything. I was just, well, I mean, I'm just showing you around. So
I will. In time.
It's all good.
I got like 4 planes, that's it, so, you know.
Well, you build it all. You building them all now, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I will. We're doing the one of days.
Are you?
You
still got your bodies, right?
My bodies.
You're not. Hey, you're not putting them in. You're not doing what you did before and just put them in that that folder you had, are you?
No. You guys, no. Don't ever do that. Don't. I got rid of that folder.
It's a good idea.
It's horrible.
I mean, it kind of worked.
No.
That's one tech you don't want to use. Don't put it in like one of those plastic vinyl sheet protectors you can put in your binder because people, that don't work. That don't. It don't work
at all. What's posted? What's posted? Post.
Oh, are you able to read these?
Post Limon.
Are you able to read these now?
What you talking about?
I didn't think you were able to read the chats.
I can read the chat. I can't get my camera out.
Oh.
Yet. Everything's yet.
Everything is yet. That's going to be the title of the show. Everything is yet.
And then I'm going to get a new camera so I can record some videos.
I'm going to get a new camera too, right?
Lights.
I'm going to get a new camera too, right?
Yeah, that's different. That's
Man, dude, let me tell you guys something. When you place an order through the government, man, dude, these bastards, boy.
they get.
I swear to God, I have placed an order with this dude for like, I don't know how old this order is now. It's going on 7 years, I think, and I'm still waiting to receive the first plane off this order.
We got to write a new order. Got lost in nothing. Got lost. And what cold partner? What the? Is it cereal? ATA cable?
These cardstock birds you guys are talking about, like true cardstock, like obviously thicker than even these, because this is like these ones here, like the green one you just saw. These green ones. This is a Cirrus, by the way, and this is a Kestrel. These are actually quite thick. I thought these were just colored. God, it does turn this background red, doesn't it? I gotta bring my hand back in to give it a grayish. Wow, it's really weird. Anyway, it turned out to be thicker, and I thought it was really just like colored Xerox paper, but it's not. So I'm really anxious to get this Kestrel out, because this Kestrel is like of the semi more advanced type, and the Cirrus is, well, not, but they still fly good. So this thing that you were liking, Robert, this is something new I was just building, screwing around with, because it's got an idea I'm working with, but chances are it gonna get burned. Look at, see, it's for Black History Month. I made it all black on the bottom except for a green tip. Yeah. Yeah.
You're a little late on that, right?
No, I mean that was built last month, so it codified.
Okay.
It was
like,
actually this one was built. This one was built February 28th, so it was the last one that snuck in Black History Month.
Oh, okay. Well, that's different.
Well, see, that's why a lot of these had a little black in them, because I was trying to. This one's built February 17th. This Banshee right here, yeah, they all had a little bit of black in them in honor of Black History Month. It worked out so cool. I'm serious. I mean, I did that on purpose. So, everyone built in February got a little bit of black in them.
You crazy.
Hey, shit worked. They look cool.
I
mean, that's
like
why
it.
I wanted to build it
like
this one, is I wanted to see how cool it would look. And the pattern is neat, except it's mostly black down here. But
what the heck is that?
What?
What the heck is that?
Like I said, that's just something I was messing around with. That's nothing I have. The rest of these are birds. Like, you recognize Valkyrie here, and Kestrel's here, and Cirrus is here. But this thing, yeah, this is just something I was messing around with. And why does that pocket keep bowing out? I have no idea. This pocket keeps coming out.
Pocket in my pocket.
Oh, here we go. I got it. Now the other pocket bows out. All right, sweet. But anyway, I can't keep them on there because apparently it really screws with the colorations and maturations of the segregation of the filtration. That's the tech we're talking about today, is the filtration. His name is Phil. Filtration.
I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, me neither. But anyway, so yeah, it's funny when you, like, I'm sorry, I got a little off track, but when you talking about that, like, I don't know if Mark, for example, you guys obviously, okay, true cardstock. Mark, have you ever used cardstock with any of yours, like Diablo, for example? I mean, we use Dodge paper. That shit's thick.
Yes.
You have? Okay.
Yes.
So,
yes.
But like, what are the results of that for your birds? I mean, I've seen some of theirs fly. Robert, when you mess with yours, it's different because you taper yours. I mean, in a lot of cases. So it's like, it doesn't really matter what you start off as a basis as, because you laminate, you know. But us using cardstock, it's like the entire aircraft.
It's too thick.
Yeah. So
Cardstock way too thick. for
I might
for
go.
most of my stuff.
I might go on a series with you guys. When I do my next, like, okay, I'm probably gonna have a how to build Nova because I keep hearing this. Please build Nova. I need Nova, and I've told you before. I'll say this again because I want to make sure you get a good version of Nova out there. I understand that different people build planes different ways, so not all of them are gonna come out right, or they're gonna come out. And you might say like, man, this plane is shit. So I'm gonna give you
That might be a good idea. Let's do maybe how to build one a month.
Well, I'm thinking about that. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like I think it might be like a how to build
video. You put out one a month.
Right.
That's a good idea, guys. I think I like that. I think we might do that. Starting in the end of the year.
That way, I'm gonna like spend like one of the quarters on like square sheets of paper, then the other one on rectangle sheets of paper, the other one on cutouts, then the other one on, you know what I mean, like a feature somehow. So.
Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do towards the end of the year on my one-a-days is a how to build updated how to builds on each of the planes. I think that's what I'm gonna do.
You're gonna need to, because like I said, yours are so scattered all over the place.
Yep, mine are horrible.
But they are.
So
but
I'm gonna redo all of them.
But the bulk of them, you still know how to build your plane, so technically it worked. You know, I mean, really, it worked.
Yes, that is yes. But the videos suck.
I don't know, people. What do you think? Do you guys think the videos suck?
I was in the garage with a terrible camera with t-shirts as the background. Yeah, no, that is not how this is going to go down. Let me pull this up. I can't even do this right now. Let's go to my channel. Let's go to my videos. No, I want to go to studio. Close my videos. What the? Who gave you the right to update? I didn't want. No, give me my stinking. Is it under content? Of course it would be under content because it's not called videos anymore. Who does that? Oh my goodness. 2016. Yeah, no, we're going to update these videos. August of 16 to December of 16. What the? Yeah, no, I might hide these videos later and just keep them as there, but I'll keep the flight testing videos, but all the how to builds, that's all gonna change.
It's about time.
That's all gonna change because
should.
Though, yeah, those need to be updated. I need better. I need better thumbnails. I need,
Yeah, you notice like I finally got done. Like I kind of tasked myself this past month. Okay, with the inventory, I did the same thing. So now, if you go searching through like our videos, for example, on IVPAC here, they're all kind of universal now. I did get a chance to go through all those. The tags are better. They should all be captioned now, because I finally realized exactly we should be paying attention to setting that up. And seriously, some of these, but they all got like universal titles. Almost all of them have the cut scene, the start scene rather, changed, except for a couple of them, because I wanted to feature how our old look used to be, so you can kind of tell how far we've come, even though we've kind of fallen back a little bit, because now it looks like this instead of having a nice little block up here and a block down here and a block over here with the chat, because somebody over there is on lockdown.
Oh, what you talking about? So you gotta change the thumbnail for this week.
I do. And usually I try to get it to somewhat, like, I mean, you guys have seen them, somewhat related to what we're talking about. Every now and then it doesn't work, but I try to. So, like, when you get some of them, you see what they are and stuff like that. So, I'm sorry. It worked really good. It wasn't like, okay, whenever yours with the 1 inch or thereabouts fuselage that you usually have, they're pretty straight. I mean, really, for the most part, they're pretty straight. If you want them to do something, you kind of have to add flat or do something to the canards if they have the canards or whatever. Even like I said, even like the Vulcans and stuff, any kind of canarding that they have, they're still straight as all hell. But it's because of that massive amount of fuselage. So if I took that away, the Cobra, I took it away, and dude, it's quite nice. She had some banks. I had a little bit of corkscrewing issue at first because I think I made the folds pretty straight, but I think I like the one wing, of course, was dipping a little bit more than the other. So yours are so easy and cool to put in between a book to straighten out. They make good bookmarks, and of course they need that to flatten them out. So I do that with my plane. I mean, any plane anyway. If they've been, Mark's done that too, I think, right? Because you like in the move, if something happens to them, you get them between a couple books, stomp them like either like flat or sideways. They'll recover. They recover quite nicely.
Yeah. I just got a question for you people. Who in the world has been watching my videos for the last 28 days that I got 74 views? Not that I care, and I appreciate it. I'm just confused. I didn't think anybody was watching my videos.
What the heck are you talking about, woman?
I'm looking at my analytics, people.
Oh.
I got 74 views in the last 28 days. I didn't even know I was getting views.
Well, I mean,
apparently I'm still relevant.
Apparently you're still relevant, even though you gotta work that. You gotta work that.
Look at my audience. Look at my audience.
You gotta work that logo. You gotta work that watermark, and you gotta work that start screen, bro.
I gotta update the logo. I gotta do a bunch of stuff because I'm not using this logo anymore. I gotta update the logo. I need to update music. I need to update. Oh my goodness! I got so much work to do. Gotta finish the database.
Yeah. I've been trying to milk the bosses at work to see if I can get a Zebra printer, man.
Let me know, because that'll be helpful.
It would be helpful. Like, you guys are just tossing these out or whatever the hell it is you're going to do. Let me have one. Come on. I'll throw it out if you want me to. Hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, what, is it going to just throw it in the dumpster?
No, they're not going to do that. Actually, ultimately, that might be what they do, but they ain't going to do that here. We got to send it back to our IT group.
Ugh.
Directly in India. I'm kidding.
That's that government nonsense right there.
Yeah, right. So anyway, wait. Let me get back on that a second though. Guys, got to make some more effort. Like, okay, obviously Robert, obviously OA, you guys hitting the marks on some of that. Like, but Mark, I hope you're taking the opportunity.
Why don't you guys have videos out there like on how to build your stuff?
Hey, dude, Robert, you've seen Robert's been posting up each time.
He's been posting his flight videos.
No, like Avian that he just put up in X47 was the initial X47 one was it's a partial how to build. But Avian that he's been doing that one's a build that's coming along with him as he builds it.
I take that back. That one was a build.
Yeah.
So OAE, you slacking. You need
Remember,
to put
we
up
talked with him about this
builds.
before, though. He's Mr. Like, I don't usually do videos. It's not my thing or whatever. Come on, man. It needs to be a thing, bro.
He just wants to do the in Indestructibles.
Yeah, see, my for Black History
He wants to
Month,
live in Infamous.
Black History Month birds. Yeah.
He wants to live in Infamous. In paper form. in a book. In a book somewhere. That's what he wants.
Oh yeah.
With the pancake. How to build pancake. First, you go to the store, grab a little bit of flour.
I also found out that like Banshee is approaching 100, number 100 too, and so is Wyvern. So I'm kind of impressed with that.
I'm gonna have to work on my stuff when I get. I can't wait. I'm gonna get moved. It's happening. Like it's happening.
Oh, I can't stress. By the way, this inventory thing.
I'm so ready for this.
I just want you guys to know that like don't fall into this hole like I fell into. I mean, like maybe you guys don't have as big a fleet as I do to worry about, but like seriously, keep up with your coding so you don't have to go back look through this crap and say like, oh my god.
That's gonna be a whole new thing. Not new thing. Well, it's gonna be a new thing because I ain't done that like ever. But I'm gonna have to go back and I'm gonna make that another whole stream something where I'm sitting there just coding away.
Well, I mean, luckily you got your dates and your numbers on most if you're building them stuff. It's just like, just...
Some of them I haven't even been putting the numbers. I've just been putting the dates, so I gotta go put the numbers on.
See? Now, that was the problem I had with some of these.
Because I didn't do that.
And I vowed to myself I was going to be...
I'm just trying to pump them out.
Right? I vowed to myself I was going to get out of February, and it's like, nope, these are all going to have up-to-date numbers, so I know that, like, instead of being where I'm at, where, like, I can't tell you what number's flying in the picture because I'm a dumbass and didn't code it properly. Now I know. I've got, like I said, this one right here, and I do this every February, apparently. Every one of these numbers is the next one that's going to be built, which has already been altered a little bit because I had another like number one of each one of these. But actually, it's only a couple. But like every one of these, if I build the next Cirrus will be number 47. The next Zephyr will be number 25. The next Kestrel, number 19. See, I know. I just got to reference this. And this way, once I build new ones from now on, I don't have to reference this anymore. So, but I mean, you got a fleet like this, you got to worry about shit like that. So.
Yep.
I mean, like, again, it's much easier when you're building the bodies. If you're doing the one-a-days, you're building bodies, you're cool because it's so easy to code them while they're still flat. I mean, you get less inclined to do it when they're built. I mean, when they're built like this, you're kind of like, oh, shit. Now I got to unfold the puppy, to get it flat so I can put date, number, fin code,
Yeah, normally I put that stuff on before I fold everything.
You should be putting the
but
Dells on.
I've just been slacking and I ain't been putting it on. I've been putting the date on, so I make sure I have the date. But I ain't been putting the number on, and now I gotta put the numbers on, and now I gotta put the... Man, you guys are killing me.
Well, the date...
I actually have to do this, but I'm gonna have time once I buy this house and move into this new place, because I'm gonna have all the time in the world.
Well, the dates are gonna be the...
I ain't moving again.
The dates are more important, so, I mean, once you get the date on there... I mean, as long as you've got the date, you've made a small victory, you know what I mean? So...
I mean, I'm barely leaving the house. I'm just gonna record videos and fly all day. I ain't barely leaving the house. Like, oh, you need milk and bread? Well, I guess we're gonna starve and die, because I ain't going to get I live out in the middle of nowhere now. I ain't doing it.
Yeah, I hope nobody needs like
grocery stores like the devil. I ain't going.
I hope nobody needs a doctor because the nearest one's gonna be like 45 minutes away. Can't get over my plane.
45 minutes? No, the doctor's gonna be like 4 hours away because you know what? They don't exist in my part of the world.
That's what I've always. There's a cat. That's what I'm always worried about because. Being out here is like, dude, by the time like a paramedic got to me, if I had a heart attack, I'm going to die. Because
you're going to die.
Too far out now.
Yep. That's yeah. I mean, not even Verizon has self-service where I'm going. And that's saying something. So I'm going to have to, use all the IVPAC on. I just want you guys to know there were 6 deer in the driveway when the realtor pulled up today. That was awesome. 6 deer in the driveway, like they were just chilling.
See, but you're gonna have to code. You got to code. You got to code so many of them now. Wait a minute. Right now, you have 1,200 planes.
I don't have 1,200 planes.
I ain't got no 1,200. I don't think I've built 1,200 planes in my life.
I ain't.
I wouldn't, dude. If I had 1,200 planes in here, even I think my girl would be like, "Baby, you gotta get rid of some planes."
Yeah, I think you.
I mean, you saw my video. You see how many I got sitting around here. And again, I didn't open up all my boxes, but all those boxes I showed had planes in them. So, I mean, I'm trying to pare down like a mother. Like, I'm serious. I
thought you would have over 1,200, though. I thought you guys,
No, I've built more than that, but I don't currently have that. I've probably got, right now, seriously, of all the ones that I've probably got in the neighborhood of 300. But that's about it.
Oh, we're going to have to work on that.
And I mean, like, I'm not counting Pry Fly. But there's not that many. It really isn't that many in Pry Fly. It's less than 100 in there. It's probably like 80 or so. Might not even be that much. But that's Pry Fly. I mean, technically, they're not ready for flight. However, I will be taking...
when I'm stressed.
However, I will be taking you all along in a video when I go through my retirements here within the next couple of days and the burns, because the burns are coming. And like the Javelin fleet and the Phase fleet.
I'm going to have to do that.
Yeah, the Javelin fleet and the Phase fleet are going to be taking a hit.
Yep, I'm going to have to do that as well when I move. I'm going to have to burn.
Well, like you said, I want to make sure I burn, because those boxes that you saw, like every shoebox, except for my original hanger that I said that I have, I'm going to be out of every shoebox. I'm not doing this damn shoebox shit no more. It kills planes too much. And And then I need to get out of, like you guys saw, the hanging boxes.
I use the shoeboxes for retirement.
Well, yeah, obviously. But I mean, I'm talking like I've got a palace, I've got a pad. Actually, I've got 2 pads, and I got Pry Fly. Those are the only boxes I should be in. And I really only need to be in 1 pad. Instead, I've got those 4. Then I got 7 more. And those have flyable planes. They're not going to be flyable much if they stay in there, except maybe the vampires. The vampires are stacked in such a way that they won't get harmed. You did not see those in the video. So that's 20 boxes total that I was in. But I'm going to definitely pare down the phases and the javelins the most, because I got the most of those. And I got to get out of those hanging boxes, because those hanging boxes are meant to be the ones that transport planes to and from flight site. So I need to be down to even 2 of those instead of the 4 that I've got. And the thing is, if I'm going to fly in the yard, I shouldn't be in a hanging box at all. So.
Yep. This is my palace right here. Got this one.
Oh yeah. What was it? Was it look like? Let's put it up on the screen. Let me see it.
I gotta get this one. Yeah, that one's.
I have put. By the way, I have put a couple of you guys' planes in the palace as well, just so you know. Like again, like for the most part, I don't think I'll ever scrap yours. For the most part, unless I built it and it's complete crap. If I do, I'll let you know. But for the most part, I put them in the palace. Yeah. The twin Vulcan, man, like, dude, it looks cool. Obviously, and you remember OAE? We were talking about this, Robert. I think we talked about it before when you weren't here. Yeah, it does seem like, man. Okay, you carry MUPs and then you have the sheet, but OAE, even you were saying like it's not. It really is probably only kind of like a show. I mean, for real, how does it fly, you know? Hey, speaking of which, where's the flight video? I want to see the flight video.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember the twin Vulcan he put up there? You seen it?
I seen something.
It's actually one of the cover, like, blah, blah, blah. What the hell do you call that? The cover picture, you know, like the front picture for our videos. What the fuck is that called? Whatever that is, it's in one of ours.
Those are, you know, what they consider a thumbnail.
Yeah, well, when it's not as big as your thumbnail and it's as big as a screen, it's still like a screenshot. Dan, what do you call it?
Clickbait.
Okay, that'll work. Okay, so our clickbait has been twin Vulcan on like I think 2 occasions because it looks wicked, but seriously, it kind of looks like a model. Did you say refining older aircraft? I almost thought you said retiring. Refining? I thought about that too.
Oh yeah, I gotta put all this back in here.
What, all the planes in the Palace? How many planes you got in the Palace?
Probably about 20.
Oh, that's pretty good. Pretty good amount. But see, you better be keeping track of them in the log so you know which one's been good and which ones you could retire and which ones don't matter.
Well, yeah, those are the ones from like number 1, Ekron, number 1, 2, and 3, blah, 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 blah.
Or whoever just flew really, really good.
Well, they all flew really, really good. The problem was,
I'm telling you guys,
they all got stuck on the roof.
Well, yeah, but I mean that's what I'm saying. It's like if you got a plane that's been in service for like 7 years and it flew like shit for 4 of them, and the other times it didn't fly, then that plane needs to be burned. But I mean, if it was golden, you might want to save it.
Yeah, and I missed my Spider, the yellow one. I missed that one. That one was a beast.
You will notice that like I'm kind of, this one is missing the fin code. Ding, ding, ding. I mean, yeah. But with good reason, because again, I don't know. Diamant is one of the ones that's going to go through I really don't want to call it this, but I'm going to say it anyway. My tournament, as I figure out which plane's really going to be which plane here when the thaw comes.
The thaw.
Yeah, once the thaw comes, I got a pretty good idea. I mean, I touched on this a couple shows ago when I said like on the inside, or inside flying them at work, I've kind of got an idea who's short and who's long, but that's only inside, and I don't count that as much. So once I get these birds outside and flying, I'll be able to tell for sure who I think is going to be. And there may be some replacements. I might have some going into like I highly suspect Nova. If Nova doesn't come around, Nova's going to either spend time in the reserves or be outright retired, or just become my trainer because I don't have one. Matter of fact, actually right now it is listed as my trainer. But always remember that, guys. If you have reserves are handy to do that. Like you're talking about refining your planes. That's what the reserves are for. If it's like older, you're not really sure you want to get rid of it yet, that's what the reserves are for. That's why it's good to have an extra base or two. Hint, hint.
Or 50.
Well, yeah, some of us have more than others. But, I mean, at least 1 or 2, because
50.
that way you got like a, reserve regiment somewhere that you can, like, you haven't got rid of them yet. That's why. I mean, I still got, well, actually, that's not true. I retired phase 1s and 2s. But, the 3s, like, thanks to Pilum and Supernova, I don't have phase 3s being frontline transports anymore. They're in the reserves. And I've given some serious consideration actually retiring those. Don't worry, the 3s are still going to plow the skies, at least till the 8 or 9 rolls out. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. A bit of small news there. I have some of the preliminaries for what might be the phase 9. I finally worked out something, and there may, like, I knew what the phase 7 was going to be. I knew what the phase 8 was going to be, even though the 8 is really technically, you've heard phase 7 thrown out there. I haven't logged it down yet, but we know what that one is. Phase 8, we knew what that was going to be. 9, I hadn't even thought of, but now we've thought of something. So now we might be looking at a phase 9.
Oh my goodness.
So it's just in the works.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe you're killing me.
Well, it took a little while to come into, but
you're killing me. A 9?
Yeah. Well, like I said,
you guys are nuts.
It's got to be, it's got to be some. I mean, like, come on now. You've got different variants of different things. I mean, look at how many OAE's got a Vulcan, for crying out loud. He's got like 29 Vulcans.
He's got like 99.
Yeah, I mean, give me a break, dude. I'm only touching on 9. I mean, we're talking about it. That's like an RFD, or I mean, an RFP.
And a Vulcan A1.
I haven't even gotten to like the T&E version of it yet, or even development stage. We're talking about research. So, you can basically say phase 9 is in the R&D stage. Because freaking phase 8 is in D&T stage, so...
What is that?
Well, you know, the full term is
Don't touch.
RDT&E,
Don't.
Research, Development, Testing, and Eval. So right now, all three of those are like in each state of flux. Like phase 7 is in T&E. Phase 8, that's in D&T, and then phase
All right.
9 is R&D. So,
I have stepped into the booth.
are you in the booth?
Now I can say what I want to say.
I thought you were saying what you want to say.
Well, I always say what I want to say. But what I'm saying is, hallelujah, I'm going to get a house, and hallelujah, I'm going to be back. And you guys, I missed you, brothers. I ain't going nowhere. I'm just got to deal with the bullshit.
Well, my brother, we missed you too, so it'd be good to
Yeah,
have you
no,
back.
no. But it's finally coming. I get to, oh, dude, I'm so excited. Man, I get to buy pretty much whatever house I want to buy, except for, lots of money. I ain't spending lots of money. I'm just spending a little bit of money, you know, just, you know, half a milli, you know, somewhere around in there, just a little bit, you know. But I'm excited because I get to, pretty much all the houses we've been looking at are on a table, and we can, nobody in that area. The bank, the guy was telling me, he's like, you're in a really good price range because not many people can afford that around here. I was like, man, you're making me feel bad.
Well, nobody wants to be out there. Everybody wants to be a little bit closer to others. I think, that's like,
Well, not only that, but nobody out there makes the income that I'm making. Because they don't work jobs that I work.
I would think that everybody out there, because again, y'all are the only people that want to live out there, like people from Illinois.
Well, yeah,
I tease the hell out of them Illinois motherfuckers.
They don't live out there.
Yeah, they do. Every damn place we always hear about new construction and building stuff for, it's always Illinois people living way the hell in the backwoods because they're the only stupid bastards. No, I'm not. I'm sorry. Wait, Mark, don't take that the wrong way. I'm not making you out to be that guy. I'm just saying the Illinois people. Okay. I mean.
I know what you're saying.
Okay.
I know what you're saying.
I'm not saying that on you, bro.
And what I'm saying is, I'm chilling in the backwoods.
Oh, by the way, I was watching our video. Yesterday as you were trying to come up with the beat for too much weight in the back. Too much weight in the back. Dude, what the fuck, man? Too heavy in the back. What were you on right then?
I don't even know.
Yes, cost effectiveness, by the way, OA, you're right, because it was like, there's a lot of time and a lot of material, well, not too much material, but a lot of time invested in a plane like that for you to, like, lose it, or, I mean, you're talking when you do something like that, you have to make the boom and such so strong in the midsection, because any twisting or any false landing and, all your work is for naught, so, I get it.
You only get one shot.
I mean, yeah, you might only get one shot with a plane like that. So that's again when we're talking about like how technologically advanced do you want to make it, because it could be an issue. It really could. Speaking of that, and a segue into that, like you're saying, Robert, dude, it would be cool to have seen Y13 on here, because I know you started something by making your version of X47 when he's cranking out his version of the X47. You
only get one shot.
I mean, I think we should all probably make our version of the X47. That's, by the way, when Mark comes back, that's what we're going to do on the first show he comes back. I think we're going to, like, all pick one plane, and everybody makes their version of that plane on the show. Doesn't matter what it is. Maybe we'll have a little spin-a-rooney going on here, like spin the arrow and or randomizer, because I know there's an app for that shit. And you just like hit it and then like put like 18 different plane names in there, and like whatever it lands on, that's what we make. No, it's not gonna be the freaking Zeta. We'll have an all-day show for Zeta, but that's not gonna be included on that one.
So, are you saying that that's gonna be our designs? or just like actual plane designs?
It's going to be a wild card. It probably include a little bit of everything. We'll put, as long as we know how to build it, as long as there's instructions available to everybody to build it, it'll be included.
Oh
But
my
like I say,
goodness.
it's not going to be like 100 things in there. It's only going to be like, we're going to wheedle it down to like the grade
He's got
8 or some shit.
instructables on everything.
Yeah. I'm not going because I'm not going to put the flying bus in there. But I'm just saying, even though again, it's cool, just like what OAE was talking about. It is cool to refine older birds. It's kind of why I keep revisiting, like, I don't know about you guys, but every now and again, I myself will build one of my old ospreys. Mark, do you remember Osprey?
Do I? What kind of question is that?
I was going to say, you should remember it. Banshee replaced it. And I've brought Osprey back out from time to time. But, I mean, I haven't built one in, like, 10 years? 8 years? 8 years. I don't think I've built one in 8 years, and I've only got one. I mean, I am not going to forget how to build it. See, can you guys say that? You got, like, all these planes? Mark, I know you can't say that. Can you build every one of the planes you've ever made? Because I know Mark's got Rorix and Black Knight and Black Squire and possibly Twist. No, you remember how to build Twister now. But I know he's got 3 that he can't possibly build anymore. But you did tell me you had news on the Black Knight Black Squire front 2 weeks ago, so we expect some things. It would be cool, I think. I think it would be cool. Like I said, I'm going to have one of each one's for there. I mean, yeah, that's kind of where I wanted to go with, like, you see the topic right there flying about naming right there. That's actually kind of what I was want to touch on. That was like, obviously we had worried about, like in early going, we always talked about let's try not to make a plane with the same name as everybody else's, but like we're just illustrating there why worry about it. People are going to have their own names, so what? Who cares? Y'all give much thought into that? Like, I mean, I don't. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't really know how I mean this, but I just mean, like, I also don't know why I said it that way, but I'm just thinking of, like, how, I couldn't tell you, again, like, I keep getting asked, and I couldn't tell you how I came up with the name Phase 1. I know I came up with Javelin. I know how I came up with Pilum, obviously, because it's just a bigger Javelin. Well, Pilum's a bigger Javelin, if Javelins can get bigger. You know, there's reasons for, like, a family name. But when you first flew it, it's like, what gave it, like, is it because of the way it came out looking? Did you think about it beforehand? You know, was there some predilection to naming it that way? Or, like, you knew that you had a pool of names you wanted to use, and you were like, oh, this is cool, I got to use this for the next plane, no matter what it is, even if it sucks. That's the other part. It's like naming your kids. Like, it doesn't matter, like, how they come out. You picture, you get a name for something, and it's like, oh man, this thing's going to be hype. I got to, like, next plane, you build a new one, it's like, oh yeah, this is going to be Scimitar. And then it turns out, like, be absolute crap. And you're like, oh man, I wish I didn't name it Scimitar. Well, do I really have to? I mean, do you guys, you think about it? Do you stick with it? I mean, again, I just consider it because it's like, if I named a plane, like Valkyrie, I'm going through that with Valkyrie right now. I've gave it a name. It's never left D&T. It's still, to this day, in D&T. Hey! COVID. Oh, God! Please be COVID. What are you? What? Who? I hope that's COVID. Anyway. You stick with the name? Yeah. Oh, you probably do. I mean, I'm just, like I said, I just think of, again, if you build a plane and it turns out to be utter crap, even though you wasted a cool name on it, you stick with it, you get rid of it. I mean, you know, it's like dust, I think, in the air. Yeah, that was way more violent on my end than your end. Anyway, because I've also, like, I don't really want to get in this. I mean, I don't want to name a plane the F-13. No offense intended, OA, because I know you like our IVPAC naming designators, but I don't I don't really want to. I haven't, like, okay, phase 1, that's it. It's the only stream I've gotten. I haven't really gone with it. And I can't tell you why the hell. It makes no sense. Even looking back in my original paperwork from 1985, I don't know why I called it that. But, I mean, okay, I have a clue, but I don't know. Anyway. I haven't named one like that since. So it's like, what are we waiting on? Are we sticking to something? I mean, I got a paper that I save with names that I want to use for certain planes, and yet, A, I don't use them, and B, it's also like, what does it matter? I might come up with a new, cooler one on the way up there or something, and it's also like, I don't want to use all those. I want to be a little bit more intensive than some of these, you know? So, I was just wondering, like, do you guys got a scheme? Do you have a plan? Is there like do you have an out-and-out plan where it's like you've got a list that you're like working down, or like when you build it, it comes to you, it's like, well, it looks like a kite. I think I'll call it a kite. You know what I mean? So, I see, like you said, you stick with it. Okay, but I don't think, I mean, seriously, I did that with Valkyrie, and I'm paying the penalty because I can't get that to work. That's also going to be another one of my how to build so I can get you guys involved. Because I really do want to see, I need some help with this plane. So I want to see everybody's take on this bird so that you guys can help me out and make this plane work. Either that, or I can figure out how it works without you, and then I can just be using it, and then I'll just put it up there and say, hey, check this bird out. I'm saying this too, though, right now. I call it Valkyrie. I have a plan for that one too. I'm not going to stick with Valkyrie. If this plane ever moves the hell out of D&T, I'm going to give it a different name because I can't fall back on that anymore. It's like OAE, he's got some planes in the aircraft list. If you guys have seen the aircraft list, some of his planes, he just literally calls the roll experimental. He doesn't let them progress beyond the experimental stage. This is all well and good, but it's something I can't do. If it's experimental, chances are I don't give it a name. Normally I reserve that, like me and Mark have done, like I give it the ND, the year, and then the dash. Like you may have heard, like I'll talk about ND 19-2. I know what that is in particular, and it just stands for basically new design 2019 number 2. It's the second new design I made in 2019. That's the dash 2. I've been doing that for the longest time. I mean, actually not as long as I'd like to, but the longest time. So I stick with that. But it is until they've progressed on to T&E and I'm about to accept them that they actually gain a name. So your Osprey is old. I gotta review your list too. I put most of yours in the aircraft sheet. But I gotta get a little bit more rolls out of you again. I think we mentioned that. I gotta refine yours a little bit. See, you got me thinking about that too now, because now I'm like, yeah, refining the old planes. You're right. I am. Every now and then, it's nice to bust out the old ones and see what you can do with the new knowledge you have. No, it's we mentioned it. When's the last time we talked about this? We mentioned this on a show like not long ago, probably about a year ago, maybe. I don't know, but we did talk about this. We said, like, you know what? It'd be really cool if, like, we could take a biplane in real life. We could take a biplane nowadays, work what we know about aerodynamics, and see if we could build a modern day biplane. Where did you go?
Where did I go? What do you mean? Where did I go?
You know what I meant because you've been quiet for the past 20 minutes.
I had to step out.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, but refining old planes is cool. That's why I was, like, 10 years ago, me and Mark were teasing each other about, like, let's build a new flying bus and see if we can make the flying bus as good as it can be, you know? Every now and then you want to do some stupid stuff like that. Maybe not with the flying bus, but with your next basic plane. So
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Can you guess what I'm going to do?
Draw.
No, I'm going to buy a house and I'm going to move.
Dude!
And I'm gonna build my studio, and then I'm coming back 1,000 times better. You guys better get ready to wrestle.
Oh
my goodness.
So anyway, I can't put the fin codes on this plane because I don't know what the hell it is. In the meantime, I gotta type here for a second because you guys distracted me. I figured out my typing or my naming scheme for diamants because I've got like 3 different types. I'm gonna stick with Okay, so got Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm ready to move. It's coming.
Okay, so then we got.
You guys don't even know what's ready. You don't even know what's coming. I'm telling you, like, I can tell you about the fire burning inside, but you guys have no idea what's coming. It's
what do we
about to
call
be
it?
like
Strikes?
an atomic bomb in this mother trucker.
You're in the booth, aren't you?
Oh no, I'm back at the thing.
Back in the thing.
Yeah, I'm sitting right here. What are you doing?
I am typing up now the versions of Diamant, so I have them available.
Oh, okay.
Because I haven't had that in a while. So you know what I mean?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Good on you, mate.
But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's coming. We're gonna have. Oh man, it's coming. Oh, it's coming. It's so close. I can feel it.
I just need to be able to. I need to be able to find the time to be able to sit down here and make all my fucking editing right.
Well, and I say step one, but like out of all the process, the last part of it, this is like step one.
And wondering my cat is. Step one.
Step one. I got the letter I've been waiting on.
Did you get your roundels?
From shut the hell up.
Look, man, are you gonna get them or not?
I will. Wait till I move. I'm telling you, you guys have no clue. Oh man, the fire that's burning. I'm probably even gonna change the name. That's how much fire's burning inside of me.
What do you mean the name? What name?
The name.
No more NASA's, maybe?
I'll let you guys think on that.
Change the name of what? Is Ekron not going to be Ekron no more?
Name. Change the process. I'm going to change the game.
I would just be happy if the database gets built. But okay, where are you?
There's more than that kind of coming. I'm telling you. Because I don't know if you guys know what it feels like to constantly move from place to place to place to place and not really feel like you can really settle in.
No, but we do think you have the market on that.
And when you get to that point of just sheer,
bear with me, people.
Like you're gonna break and you need to settle down. And the fire that comes from that, and the creativity.
Yeah, what is that like, Mark? Tell us about it.
You have no idea what's coming. The amount of time, the amount of discipline, the amount of detail that's going to be able to come from having everything set up in a primary location, not have to tear it down, not have to worry about it, being in the way of something else. I'm going to have a full-on scale, workshop, not just as what normal people call a workshop, but this is going to be a production studio environment. This is a whole nother level coming.
I know, people. We've heard this before, but we're trying to stick with him and make sure he's actually going to do this. Yeah.
I mean, I thought I was going to be here for a while. I mean, I've been down here for 5 years, and most people know that is a long time.
Yeah, but the thing is, you haven't been in you've been down in Florida for 5 years. You haven't been in the one spot for 5 years.
I was in the other spot for 3 years.
We did think you were going to be where you at
because it was too small.
We thought you were going to be where you at for a while.
I thought I was going to be here for a while, but there was one thing that changed. Two things that changed. One was the cost of living.
That didn't change. You just realized it was expensive as all hell.
I mean, for houses down here, yeah. They're ridiculous. I mean, I was literally looking. So my budget is $500K.
Hey, I found some. Here we go.
So if my budget is $500K, and I can buy a 3-bedroom to 4-bedroom house with 120 acres, roughly around 2,400 square feet.
Oh my God, it's a check.
For under $500,000. But when I look at the same property, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,400 square foot on 10 to 15 acres in Florida, where I'm at, it's $7 million, $8 million, $24 million for the 20-acre property that I saw.
Damn it.
I don't get it.
Okay, I don't feel like I can tell you guys
And they're not on
the
the
roundels
beach.
unless I can find my own.
They're not on the water.
And my roundels are missing.
They just have land.
Did one of you guys take my shit? Seriously, where did my shit go?
Because I could literally share images with you of those properties. Of the ones down here in Florida. And how expensive that stupid stuff is. I mean, exactly. All that land for the planes.
So,
Not all of it is open.
Well, there's
So
the
a lot of it is wooded. But there are, depending on the property I'm looking at, there are a lot of them that have open farmland. And I'm talking about open. And I wouldn't have a problem flying there. So that's one thing that's coming and changing. Is because I'm going to be able to.
I'm going through all
I'm going to be able to fly. I'm going to have an open area. And from that, it's going to allow me to not only have that, but I'll be able to go straight into the workshop and record and edit and put out a video faster than I've ever been able to do. Period. Because the process is going to be just streamlined.
Oh, by the way, I also got these papers. I want to show you these right here. See this?
Is that camo?
No, not the camo. Although the camo is cool. That's the grass camo. I do have true camo. I got that. But it's this big thing that I was wanting to show you here. This right here, this Dodge paper. But look at how big this monster is. This is big. I've got a bunch of these. Just got these. Well, I shouldn't say just got these because these are actually old. But these are huge and Dodge-like, and I can't wait to use these.
Just thicker.
Oh yeah, well yeah, they might be thicker. They're like kind of like cardstock. So.
Where did you get those?
There was like some sales flyers for, obviously if you saw it, it was a car sales place, and it's a car sales place, so, yeah, it's kind of like, it was in our, like again, if they deliver you sales flyers from everywhere, the mail people bring it with your newspapers and stuff, it was in that, and I like stole all of them before anybody else had a chance to get them, so I have a bunch of these now, and they are quite the size, so I can't wait to use those. If you want, I'll share a couple with you people. Just send a self-distant envelope and I'll get one out to you.
Yeah, I'm going to be able to set up the green screen. I'm going to be able to set up the microphones. I'm going to be able to set up multiple cameras. I'm going to be able to set up a buildings area. I'm going to be able to set up the streaming area.
The streaming area should be outside, damn it.
No.
What, you're not going to fly outside?
No. It's different. The tripod and the flights will be outside.
This is very disappointing, people. I'm trying to find these and I cannot find. Oh, look, I found my calendar.
I'm going to get that Stream Deck. It's coming. I don't know why I waited so long.
I do not know why you waited so long either, especially when we heard about this all this time.
All this time I've been waiting on you, but you've been waiting on me.
So yeah, I'm trying to get through. What the
All
hell?
this time you've been waiting on me.
Oh, I also wanted to share like my old Babies R Us paperwork that I got. These were here with the big old Huggies on it. Remember the Huggies? I don't know why. I don't know what makes these papers so special, but these make great planes. They're like the perfect cut. I don't know what makes them good, but they are so good. They're not typical Xerox. Something about them, I don't know what it is. You don't
Can't
know
be
what it
putting
is.
babies on the planes. Just like you can't put snakes on a plane, you can't put babies on a plane.
Well, you can, but you have to accompany them. You cannot have unaccompanied minors on an aircraft, thanks to not letting for some reason. Even though there were no bombs found in the babies.
I can't wait till I find me a house. You got it narrowed down to like 3.
You might think this guy's drunk, but he's not.
I'm not. I'm just narrowed it down to 3.
Okay, so
Actually, we gotta kind of narrow it down to 2.
I'm trying to find this, but I can't find it, people. I feel like a chud because I'm telling you guys to go get the roundels, and I still haven't found mine since the move. But seriously, y'all need to get the roundels.
That one's a little high. That one's 559.9. I don't want that one.
I know they're here. I don't know where the hell they are, but I know they're here.
How far? That's only 16 acres. I don't want 16 acres. I want more than that. Looking at the ones that came on the market today.
Top dollar, baby, top dollar. You bet your bottom dollar that your top dollar is. Okay.
200,000. Oh, that's only a half-acre lot. That's why. It was like 200,000, man. That's like fucking dropping the bucket.
So I can't. I think I might actually have it in with my paper aircraft, like my books, but I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna make it a point to see if I can find this shit by the next show. These goddamn babies, all these goddamn planes.
50 acres, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,300 square feet, 300.
You ever notice it's really hard to find this stuff? Why is it so hard to find this stuff? Like, seriously, you go out looking for camouflage paper and...
Freaking way.
Like, I don't get it. It's, like, really ridiculous to try to find it. I've been trying to find, like, the Arctic camo, the Sky camo, and this stuff. Like, obviously, I got this one. I can't wait to turn this into a plane, but I'm scared I'm going to screw it up. Just like I did it. I got the grass. I got the sky. Yeah, buddy. See that? Yeah. I figure if I could turn one... See, that's the one thing about them is they're white on the other side, but wouldn't it be cool? Have a camouflage with this on the bottom and this on the top? You would never find it. So yeah, I've got some papers to work with here. You know?
Oh man, that's way the hell over here. No, I don't want that.
And once I find these damn roundels, where the hell they went, you guys will be the first and a half to know. Because right now, I don't know where the hell they are. I need to get these a little bit more organized than they are.
She gone.
I suppose one of the things I need to pare down is actually the amount of paper I have ready to make planes, because, well, I've got 2 boxes. You know, like the reams of fresh copy paper you get them in the boxes? I got 2 boxes of those filled with paper that I could use for planes. I think I should probably only be in one, but...
Dang, somebody bought that one.
What do you mean tape is really hard to find?
Dang, somebody did buy that one. I knew somebody was gonna buy that house.
Wait a minute. Let me go back to what you said here. Hold on. You struck me right before OAE was right there. Like, you said you launched a plane with 6 rubber bands, like, on it? I know what you're trying to say. I know what you're trying to say, and I'm trying to picture how the hell would you launch a plane with 6 rubber bands? How is that even possible?
This is at the Dells. It's not even close by.
How is it? Like, I can't even imagine. Like, okay, so you got a video of that? I kind of want to see how that's gonna like look. It sounds crazy. It just sounds freaking crazy. Oh, so anyway, I didn't code this because I'm waiting on the tournament. Mark, are you calling it a tourney or a tournament so I can call mine the other one? That way, we don't.
I'll call it. I'm gonna call it a tournament.
Okay, so I'll call mine the tourney because that's what I'm gonna be doing. Like I gotta figure out who's.
You call it the tourney.
Think what one's gonna be shorter than the other. I gotta figure this out.
Mine is gonna be the tournament.
I was thinking like obviously. Oh, a little bit step. By the way, before I forget this too, a little bit step further when we were talking about the naming stuff. Okay, so you got your names locked in. You know what your names are. Do you guys ever consider what you're going to call your variants? Like, do you think of that ahead of time too?
Nope.
I mean, so like when you when you build the next one, like it's more modified, or you put a modification on it. You don't like, you got a number, a letter, or something like that.
No, but I'm gonna start standardizing it. That's what I'm gonna do.
Well, yeah. Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Let me look at this one again. Let me look at this house again.
You should do a video. I want to see this. Yeah.
This house got this. How much land is this? Oh, that one's covered.
It strikes me that like I don't really think about it until I actually make the modifications. You know, I mean, that's basically the way it's been. So now that I have, like, I mean, again, going back to me and Mark on the coding quick reference sheet, like, well, he and I have one because we've got so many planes, we've got so many bases. You guys don't need it so much, but again, I'm looking at it. It's like right now I've got DMR in certain places that at the end of this tourney that I'll be having, I'm not so sure they're going to be there. I mean, hell, right now I've got Banshee as a Latro trainer, even though I'm pretty sure I slotted Goblin into that slot. And I still have things to consider when it comes to, like, I don't know if you guys have done it, but like when you upsize some of your planes, you ever realize once you upsize them, they become something totally different? You ever done that? Like if you make one bigger, all of a sudden the plane isn't what it was when it was small. I mean, it's funny because I've done this with, well, I mean, a bunch of them. You saw my bigger one. You saw the smaller one. And it's like they're all, I don't understand. Like, I've got Banshee as that big one. Do you remember seeing it? I now know the number of that one, right? Okay, but I got that big one. That big one does not fly anything like the small ones. The big one might actually be a light transport because it pretty much flies straight. Even though the little ones here, I mean, they're true stunters, for every sense. So it's like, once you upscale certain birds, they become something different. Luckily with, like, the bigger Thunderbolt, luckily with, like, the bigger Javelin, they don't change. But it does strike me as odd that something like Banshee, of what it does, is a completely different plane. And I'm like, oh my god, do I call that a different variant? Is it just bigger? I don't even know. I'm just trying to get ideas, trying to see what you guys do, that's all. Because that's what we about. I can't give the amount of code or else I'm going to have to retire it right away, so screw that. I hate that crap. I'm so hype about, getting these coded and shit, and then I do that stuff to you, so. But, hey, come along with me for the ride. We'll make this database yet.
Not funny.
You guys keeping up with the winter days? Mark's got 153. Me and Mark have 153 planes. What about you? You got 153 planes?
Got 153, 53, 50, 100. Oh, I need to make 154.
Hey, that's right. It's tomorrow for you right now, isn't it?
Yep. I'll do mine. I always do mine in the morning.
You must have a real big shoebox to be fitting all these bastards in. Unless you're into a second box.
No. That's what I'm saying. I got a. I'll show you guys when I unpack.
This will be cool. it must be a big box. I'm assuming it's a big box. But actually, the way you were starting to describe it, I'm thinking maybe you've got different.
I've got different boxes inside of boxes.
That's what I was thinking. It sounded to me like you were starting to say, "Oh, you've got boxes within boxes." Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. What do you mean? Why are you laughing about that? What the hell? I mean, okay, dude, for someone, okay, listen, it makes sense. Like, if you go a year, all right, and you build just any year, calendar year, hell, you could start now going to the end of this year. If you built 400 planes between now and the end of the year, no, obviously it doesn't matter. To some people, it doesn't matter. Some people, it's the way to stay, again, tech ideas, so on and so forth, I mean, it's just, you know why? Okay, we did it simply because, or I did it, okay, I don't know about Mark, but I did it, one reason why I did it was because I thought it'd be really cool to have a plane with each day on it. Because there are some times when you go back, if you look back through your birds and you realize, like, wow, I built like OAE, you got a bunch of them. I built like 12, I designed 12 planes in February, but I only designed 2 in April. You see what I mean? Like, maybe you didn't build a lot in one month for whatever reason, but another month you built a shit ton. I've got that. There's a bunch of mine, like, if I go back through time and if I go back through my designs, going back to school, September, October, November are really, really big months for building and designs. Because it was the start of school, and I always, like, we spent all summer flying, and then you get back to school, and you still got some long days ahead of you. It's still nice to fly, and you get off school. So it's like, I got this new design idea, and you get out of school and you try it. So those 3 months are really, really big. And with January and February right behind it, because then you can't do much flying, so you do building. So the ideas are there. But there are some months that are like barren of any like builds or designs because you're just busy flying all the time. Springtime's big with that. So that's what I was saying is, like, I like doing the one-a-days because it guarantees that I build a plane at all times. You know what I mean? So Mark's just trying to increase his numbers. And Mark feels like he needs that kind of commitment because if, like, you or I, like, I know, OE, you're probably laughing at it because, oh, okay, well, you stop building. What? Well, why the hell did you stop building? You gotta build thoroughly thicker and different twin Vulcans, man. You should build variants of the twin Vulcans, seriously. But, I mean, like, he's just building it to up his numbers. I mean, shit, he should go to three a days, but that's just me. No, but I mean, seriously, 300, you stick with it, 300 planes at the end of the year is obviously, it's no slouch, you've got a force. So, I mean, for real, because like I showed you, I don't even have, although my numbers keep going up because I keep building one, but I'm going to weed these out. Like I said, like you saw, those planes in the video that I showed you on the floor, that pile of javelins, because I threw all the javelins out, right? That was cut in half. I retired 3, actually, okay, I'm sorry. I got the book right here. Let me reference this before I go crazy on it. Let me go crazy on this. It's the first page because I was into it. So, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I retired 28. 28 javelins are retired. Only 3 or 4 of those went to the palace. The rest are going to be destroyed. I've still got that much, if not more, ready to fly. So, and some are in pry fly. But this book, I was using this book to contain like 6 goblins on the way out. At least 1 wyvern so far on the way out. 5 Cirrus or Nimbus. 8 wasps and furies. That's amazing. 2 vampires. This is only just begun. This is the phase page, and there's only 15 on there that will grow because I plan on dumping half the ones there. If you remember the line, there's the bulk majority on the line. Bulk majority of them need to go. So, yeah, I gotta weed these out because it's too much. It's too much. I don't want to. I like having them, but I don't need to have that many. I'm perfectly happy with just having some of the ones. And again, like, okay, if you're going to go fly in your yard, technically you should be okay keeping them in a shoebox. Why the hell did Mark go silent? Technically, you can keep them in a shoebox because all you're doing is transporting it, like, from your room to the front door. You know what I mean? I don't do that. They're sitting there and storing them in there. That you can't do. So I got to keep them hung. And I want to get out of these hung ones. So, again, reference my video. I've got to get out of these boxes. I got to get out of this paper. I got to pare my stuff down. So, it's just a mission I wanted to make. Plus the fact that, I mean, again, I'm keeping some, what you might call warbirds. Because if you remember, I showed you, I got like a 30-year-old. I got more than one. I'm going to keep those because, hey, rare. But, I mean, I think, you know how the Air Force likes to keep track of the average age of the fleet, and thanks to the KC-135 and the B-52, it's going to be, like, forever hovering around 50 years. Or how about 40 years, because even F-15s and F-16s are 30 years old plus right now. You know? So, the average age of the fleet is old. Considering in the 80s the average age was, like, you know, again, like, somewhere, like, right around 21. Seriously, I have some of the Air Force magazines from back in, like, in the late 80s, early 90s. Yeah, and it like the average age of the Air Force fleet has just steadily crept up since then. Got really bad in the late 90s before the F-22 started coming online. But since we got so few of them, it still kept creeping up. And, of course, we're not retiring F-16s 1-to-1 with the F-35, so it's still going up. But anyway, mine, thanks to that, like, okay, and we like to say, like, probably because they're paper, depending on how often they fly, you don't know that for sure because not every one of them gets to fly, like, every day, like Air Force, you know, real-world mentality, but paper ages probably on it, like, especially with folds and stresses and torsions and stuff on the airframe, you could say it probably ages on somewhere of a factor of, like, 4-to-1. Yeah, I'd say my Air Force is probably averaging right around 40 years old. I mean, in real world terms, thanks to the dates I've put on them, I know the average age is right about 12.6 years. And I know that because I kept track of them. I can keep track of just by raw design how old they are, but, like, I mean, seriously. If I go by raw design, the average age of my fleet, like, seriously, like, roll out to the first type of the design, it's still bad. But I don't keep all of those old ones. So the average age of my fleet is down. However, a bulk majority, since a lot of mine are phases, and a bulk majority of those phases were built at least 10 years ago right now, typically around the 05 to 08 region. Yeah, so, yeah, my average age is low and bad for paper planes. And I'm trying to avoid that. So that's why I need to pare it down. Like, I got a bunch of Novas, Banshees, and Wyverns that are all within, like, the past 10 years. That if I could weed them down, or, like, to them to be the ones, I could have a nice, respectable, crisp fleet and just keep some warbirds. And that's what I'm hoping to do. But we'll see. I talk a good game, but chances are these fuckers will be hanging up a year from now. Yeah, man. Yeah, Rob. Yeah, I know. I started late. Again, I'm sorry. We've been going on an hour, in which case this would be an hour 2 if I started when I normally would, in which case we'd be about done. So, yeah, let's wrap it. We'll call it a night. Oh, yeah, I know it's kind of, like, good timing for you. Sorry about that. But, it's, like, for Eastern boys, it's, like, tomorrow. So, it's getting to be tomorrow for me. Oh, yeah, I'm going to send you another email later on because I want to tell you about that, our variants. But, telling you, man. Telling you. Don't stop building, brother. Keep the juices flowing, man. Anyway, yeah, it was a good night. I think I got everything touch base. I look for my Nova on my channel. It's cool to see Mark excited about getting this place so we can start flying. But God forbid, guys, keep those videos coming. We like seeing that shit. OAE, man, I know you don't like it, but come on, man. Come on, man. I would just like to see one of your birds fly by your hand, dude. I think it'd be cool. You see them. I'd like to see them. I mean, hell, maybe you just have fun designing them, but I'd still like to see some of those. But yeah, yeah, I'll be on. We'll be on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, now Mr. Silent is back.
Hey, well, I'm sorry. I got a lot going on. But, I got a lot going on. And appreciate everybody coming out.
Yeah,
It's
man.
been fun. I enjoy it. And you know that sound that
Yeah.
I sent over?
Yeah.
This is a good time for that sound.
He said this is a good time for the. Did you guys hear it the first time I played it? Did you hear it?
I don't know if they did. Because I don't know if you have your. Well, you might have, because you have your desktop audio going through.
That's right.
So they might have.
They might have. But if you didn't, I just played it. If not, yeah, he's right. We'll probably have it on there. So in any case, you know the drill. Keep them flying, guys.
Keep them flying.